Hello there and welcome to Hub Beyond Numbers, where we learn maths the easy way. In this video, we'll be looking at division of fractions. In our previous video, we looked at multiplication of fractions. Division of fractions is quite related to multiplication of fractions. So if you haven't looked at that video, then you can go and then look at that video and look at how we multiply fractions so that this one would also be easy for you. I do hope the videos or this series is helping. If there's anything you'd want me to explain or expatiate on, you can let me know at the comment section and I'll do that for you. Now, let's quickly go into what we have today. So division of fraction. We'll start by dividing a fraction by a whole number. Division of fraction by a whole number. How do we divide fractions by a whole number? So let's look at the steps. It is just a straightforward thing. Now let's say we have a fraction a over b and we are dividing it by a whole number c. We have a fraction a over b and then we are dividing it by a whole number c. All we do is we write our a over b just as it is. Then the division sign here becomes a multiplication sign. So times, then instead of the c, we know every whole number is over 1. So this c here is actually over 1. What we do is we reciprocate it. What do we mean by reciprocate it? Instead of writing the c, we'll rewrite it as 1 over c. You see? So we do two things. We change the division sign to multiplication, after which the whole number reciprocated. That is, if it is c, it becomes 1 over c. Then this now is just an application of multiplication of fractions. So what we do is we multiply our a by our 1, a times 1, and then we multiply the b also by c. That is it. That is, if there's any simplification, we do as well before we do this. So let's look at some examples to enhance our understanding. In our first example here, we are to divide 5 over 6 by 3. We are to divide 5 over 6 by 3. Our solution. Solving, we are going to have 5 over 6 divided by 3. So the step says we should write 5 over 6 just as it is. Then the division sign becomes what? A multiplication sign. And then our 3 instead becomes a 1 over 3. Remember, the 3 is over 1, an indication that every whole number is over 1. So now that we are able to change, we do our multiplication and we go our way. How do we do our multiplication? From our previous video, we said we have to check if there are any simplifications to be done. If there are, fine. But if there isn't, you go straight forward to multiply. That is 5 multiplies 1 to give us a 5, and then 6 multiplies 8 to also give us an 18. This here is the final answer. Let's look at another example. So in this example here, we have to divide 7 over 8 by 4. We have to divide 7 over 8 by 4. Let's look at how our solution is going to be. Better still, you can pause, and if you have gotten understanding, test your knowledge as well. So we have 7 over 8 divided by 4. So we said we should change the division sign to multiplication so that it becomes 7 over 8 times, then instead of the 4, just as we have said previously, we know 4 is over 1. Hence, we are going to reciprocate it so that it becomes 1 over 4. So at this stage now, we have 7 over 8 times 1 over 4. This now is a multiplication question. So how do we do? Is there any way we can simplify? If there isn't, we multiply and go our way. So that we have 7 times 1 over 8 times 4. And we know 7 times 1 gives us a 7. And then 8 times 4 also gives us a 32. This here becomes our final answer because we cannot simplify further. Let's take one last example, after which I'll give some exercise on this so you try your hands on. For this example here, it says we have to divide 3 over 5 by 2. Divide 3 over 5 by 2. You can pause and try it on your own so you come and then test your understanding. So our solution, we have 3 over 5 divided by 2. So just as we have solved the previous ones, we have 3 over 5. Then the division changes to multiplication. So that you have times, after which you change your 2 to 2, 1 over 2. Then we check if there is any simplification to do. If there is no simplification to do, we multiply throughout. So that we have 3 times 1 over a 5 times 2. And 3 times 1 gives us a 3. And 5 times 2, on the other hand, gives us a 10. This here is our answer. So I'll be writing down some exercises you can try or practice on your own, just 3 of them. So these are some questions you can try on your own. The first one says we have to divide 6 over 7 by 2. The second one, you have to divide 4 over 9 by 3. And then finally, you have to divide 5 over 12 by 6. In this second section, we'll be looking at how to divide fractions by fractions. How to divide fractions by fractions. So let's look at how we can go about it. So how do we divide fractions by fractions? Let's say you have a fraction, an arbitrary fraction. So you have A over B divided by C over D. We want to what? Perform this operation. Now, to perform this operation, what we do is we still maintain the first fraction. That is A over B. We maintain it as it is. Then our division sign becomes multiplication, just as we did in the previous one. Then instead of C over D, we now reciprocate it as well. So that it becomes D over C. Then we have changed it into a multiplication problem. We solve it how we solve multiplication questions. I'm taking it again. If you have A over B divided by C over D, all we need to do is what? To change our division sign to multiplication sign. And then the second fraction is also reciprocated. Let's look at some examples to practically understand what this means. So our example here says, our first example here says you have to divide 3 over 4 by 2 over 5. Let's look at our solution. So we have 3 over 4 divided by 2 over 5. So to evaluate this, what we are going to do is we write 3 over 4 just as it is. Then our division sign becomes multiplication. So times a 2, instead of 2 over 5, we write it as 5 over 2. So all we have done is we have interchanged the positions of the fractions of the numerator and the denominator. The numerator has become the denominator, and then the denominator has also become the numerator. That is, instead of 2 over 5, we have rewritten it as 5 over 2. Then now we evaluate. So we have 3 over 4 times 5 over 2. Are there any simplification we can make? No. If there isn't, then we have 3 times 5. 3 times 5 all over a 4 times 2. And 3 times 5, we know, gives us what? 15. 4 times 2, on the other hand, gives us an 8. So this here becomes our final answer for the question above. Let's look at our next example here. Our next example says you have to divide 7 over 9 by 3 over 4. You have to divide 7 over 9 by 3 over 4. So what's our solution going to be? We have 7 over 9 divided by 3 over 4. So what do? We still maintain our 7 over 9. Then the division sign becomes what? A multiplication. And instead of 3 over 4, we now change it to what? 4 over 3. Then we perform our multiplication of fraction. Is there any simplification to be done? No. Since there isn't, we are going to evaluate 7 times 4 over 9 times 3. And we know 7 times 4 gives us a 28, and 9 times 3 gives us a 27. This here is our final answer, which we can change into improper fraction, into mixed fraction as well. So we are going to get one whole number, 1 over 27. This here is our fraction or our answer for the question above. Let's look at one last example, after which I give some exercises. So this question here says we have to divide 5 over 9 by 2 over 3. What do? So we have 5 over 9. You can as well pause and then solve and come and check later. But then we have 5 over 9 times That is changing our division sign to multiplication. So times 3 over 2. That is changing our next fraction into its reciprocal form. We now have 5 times 3. Since, well, before we do that, we should take note that we can simplify the fractions. That is, 3 divides itself once, and then it divides 9 3 times as well. So we now have a new set of fractions. We have 5 times 1, that is for the numerator, and 3 times 2 for the denominator. So 5 times 1 all over 3 times 2. And we know 5 times 1 gives us what? 5. 3 times 2 gives us a 6. So this here becomes the answer for this we have over here. So it implies that 5 over 9 divided by 2 over 3 gives us an answer of 5 over 6. Now, I'm writing out some questions you can try on your own to test your understanding as well. So these are some questions you can try on your own. The first one, it says you have to evaluate the following. 4 over 5 divided by 2 over 3. And the second one says 7 over 12 divided by 2 whole number 1 over 2. And our last one, we have 3 whole number 1 over 2 divided by 4 whole number 6 over 7. If this video was helpful, kindly subscribe if you haven't. That is, if this is your first time on this channel. And then also hit the like button as well. In our next video, we'll be looking at fractions using board mass or the PEMDAS. We want to look at how to evaluate fractions involving brackets and then what have you in order. So stay tuned even as we study how to evaluate fractions using board mass. See you in our next video.